Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to the channel at Astro Global News for more breaking global stories and deep analysis of the events shaping our world. Big geopolitical tensions are once again making headlines, and this time the message coming from Washington is sharper than ever. Former U.S. President Donald Trump has delivered a dramatic statement regarding Iran, declaring that there will be absolutely no deal with Tehran unless the country agrees to what he calls unconditional surrender. The phrase alone has sent shockwaves across diplomatic circles, raising serious questions about the future of negotiations, regional stability, and the possibility of escalating conflict in the Middle East. In today's video, we break down what Trump's statement really means, why it matters now, and how it could affect global politics in the months ahead. Imagine a negotiation where one side refuses to compromise at all. No conditions, no middle ground, no negotiations, only surrender. That is exactly the message that has now entered the international conversation. Trump's declaration that Iran must accept unconditional surrender before any agreement can be reached has ignited debate among analysts, diplomats, and world leaders. Is this a strategic pressure tactic designed to force Iran back to the negotiating table, or is it a signal of a far tougher policy that could reshape the balance of power in the region? The answer could determine whether the world moves toward diplomacy or deeper confrontation. To understand the significance of this statement, we first need to look at the long and complicated relationship between the United States and Iran. For decades, tensions between the two countries have fluctuated between cautious diplomacy and open hostility. Sanctions, nuclear negotiations, proxy conflicts, and political rhetoric have all played major roles in shaping this uneasy relationship. Trump's approach toward Iran has historically been one of maximum pressure. During his presidency, his administration withdrew from the nuclear agreement that had previously been negotiated between Iran and several world powers. That deal had placed limits on Iran's nuclear program in exchange for relief from economic sanctions. However, critics of the agreement argued that it failed to address Iran's regional influence and missile development. By reintroducing harsh economic sanctions and increasing political pressure, Trump sought to force Iran into renegotiating a broader agreement. But now, his latest statement appears to go even further. By demanding unconditional surrender, he has essentially removed the idea of negotiation from the equation, at least publicly. The phrase unconditional surrender is historically powerful. It is usually associated with wartime demands rather than diplomatic talks. The term gained prominence during World War II when Allied forces demanded total surrender from enemy nations without negotiation. Using that language in a modern geopolitical dispute immediately raises the stakes and captures global attention. Political analysts say the statement could serve several different purposes. One possibility is that it is meant as a psychological strategy, an extreme position designed to increase pressure and shift the negotiating dynamics. In international diplomacy, leaders sometimes begin with maximal demands in order to gain leverage before actual negotiations begin. Another possibility is that the statement reflects a broader hardline policy approach. Supporters argue that strong language signals determination and discourages adversaries from pushing boundaries. Critics, however, warn that such rhetoric can escalate tensions and reduce opportunities for diplomatic solutions. Meanwhile, Iran has consistently stated that it will not bow to pressure or threats. Iranian leaders have often framed their resistance as a matter of national sovereignty and pride. If both sides maintain rigid positions, the path to negotiation could become even more difficult. The international community is watching closely. Countries across Europe, Asia, and the Middle East have a strong interest in avoiding further instability. Energy markets, security alliances, and regional conflicts could all be affected depending on how this situation evolves. At the same time, global politics today are shaped not only by policies but also by powerful public messaging. Statements like this travel instantly across social media, television networks, and diplomatic channels. Within minutes, they can influence markets, political debates, and international perceptions. As a result, Trump's demand has become more than just a political comment. It has become a signal that could shape the next phase of U.S.-Iran relations. Whether it leads to negotiations, deeper confrontation, or strategic repositioning remains uncertain. What happens next could have serious consequences, not only for the United States and Iran, but for the entire world. Will this bold demand force a dramatic shift in diplomacy, or will it deepen the divide between the two nations? Only time will reveal how global leaders respond and whether new negotiations emerge from this tension. If you want to stay informed about major geopolitical developments like this one, make sure you subscribe to Astro Global News and turn on notifications so you never miss an important update. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video with more global news and analysis.